You know that feeling, right? That little jolt of panic, that sinking in your stomach right after you click a link you shouldn't have? We've all been there. But what if, in that moment, instead of anxiety, you had a clear, simple plan? Well, today, we're going to build that plan together. And just so you know, this explainer comes from Chapter 9 of this tutorial from Virtualization Options LLC. Okay, so picture it. You just clicked something. Maybe you shared some info, and a second later, your heart just drops. You know something is wrong. That first minute, what you do right then and there can make all the difference in the world. So let's break down exactly what to do. The first step, and honestly the most critical one, is just recognizing that something might have happened. It's not always going to be a giant flashing red light. A lot of the time, it's way, way more subtle.
And this is what's so interesting, how quiet these signs can be. It might be some weird account activity or a login from a city you've never even been to. Maybe a coworker asks about an email you know you didn't send, or your computer just starts acting strange. But you know, the most important one on this list? That last one. That little nagging feeling in your gut that something just isn't right. You have got to trust that feeling.
And this right here, this is the golden rule. It is always, always better to report something that turns out to be nothing than to ignore something that turns out to be a real threat. The goal isn't to be right. The goal is to be safe. Period.
Okay, so you've listened to that gut feeling. You suspect something is up. Do not panic. Here is your emergency plan. 4 simple, clear actions to take right away.
The key here is to act methodically, not emotionally. First, just stop. Whatever you're doing, don't click anything else. Second, secure your immediate area. If you think your computer is compromised, disconnect it from the network. That stops the threat from spreading. Third, write down everything you remember while it is fresh in your mind. This is so valuable for the folks who will investigate. And finally, number 4, report it right away. The faster the security team knows, the faster they can jump in and help.
Hitting send on that incident report can feel a little daunting, I get it. But what happens next isn't about blame. It's a structured, professional process designed to help. So let's pull back the curtain on what the security team does next. The second you report it, a team of pros springs into action. First up is assessment. They figure out how big the problem is. Then comes the investigation. They become digital detectives tracing the attacker's steps. But the most critical stage is containment. That's where they stop the threat in its tracks and prevent any more damage. Your report is what kicks off this whole protective process.
So what about your role in all this? It's actually really straightforward. Cooperate. Be totally honest. These investigators are not there to judge you. They just need the facts to protect everyone. Give them what they ask for, don't talk about it with others, and just follow their instructions. At this point, you are a crucial part of the solution.
Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the fear of reporting. It's normal to feel this way, but these fears, they're usually based on misconceptions. So let's tackle them head on. Let's be crystal clear about the biggest fear, getting in trouble. The reality is the complete opposite. In any healthy organization, the consequences for hiding a mistake are way worse than for making one in the first place. Reporting it shows you're responsible. It's how the whole organization learns and gets better. Nobody likes to look foolish, but think about it this way. Security experts see this kind of stuff constantly. To them, you're not an incompetent person. You're a case to be solved. By reporting it, you're not showing incompetence at all. You're showing great judgment and that you take security seriously. And finally, there's that little voice of wishful thinking. Maybe if I just ignore it, it'll go away. I'm telling you now, it won't. Security incidents are not like a bad mood that just passes. An attacker who has access will use it. Delay only ever makes things worse. So once the dust has settled and the incident is resolved, that's when the most important phase actually begins. This is where we all get smarter and stronger for next time. This is such a critical shift in mindset. A mature security program doesn't ask who did this. It asks, why was this possible? Was a security tool missing? Was our training unclear? The goal is never blame. It's about strengthening the entire system so it doesn't happen again. So I'll leave you with this final thought. A security incident, it's going to happen eventually. The mistake itself isn't the real failure. The real failure is not learning from it. So the question is, will the next incident make you weaker, or will you use it to make everyone stronger? Thanks for joining this explainer.